These are for car brands that challenge Toyota's reputation as the ultimate reliable choice. While Toyota dominates global sales with over 10 million vehicles sold worldwide in 2023, Subaru, Mazda, Honda, and Lexus each offer something that might actually be better depending on what you value in a car. Toyota built its empire on reliability, and that reputation holds up under scrutiny. But better extends beyond avoiding breakdowns. Engineering philosophy, driving experience, innovation, and whether a car brings actual joy to ownership beyond dependable transportation all factor into the equation. Honda, the engineering purist when it comes to pure engineering excellence, Honda might actually have Toyota beat. Soichiro Honda and Takeo Fujisawa founded the company in 1948, starting as a motorcycle manufacturer and carrying that performance-focused mentality into everything they built afterward. Technology arrived in 1989 and genuinely revolutionized engine design. Toyota focused on practical efficiency, while Honda engineers obsess over extracting maximum performance from every engine they touched, which created power plants that delivered reliability and genuine excitement in equal measure. The Civic and Accord achieved legendary status for reasons that go beyond marketing hype. Introduced in 1972 and 1976 respectively, these models consistently rank at the top of reliability surveys, right alongside or even above Toyota. Consumer Reports regularly places Honda near the top of reliability rankings, and owners routinely report their Hondas lasting 200,000 to 300,000 miles with proper maintenance. But here's where Honda pulls ahead. They made reliability fun. The Civic Type R, the S-00, the original NSX supercar that ran from 1990 to 2005. These weren't just dependable cars, but drivers' cars that happened to be dependable. Toyota has the Supra, sure, but Honda's performance legacy runs deeper through their entire lineup, and that distinction matters when you're deciding where your money goes. Honda also became the first Japanese automaker to launch a luxury brand when they introduced Acura in 1986, which proved they weren't just following trends but setting them. Approximately 4 million vehicles sold globally in 2023, including around 1.4 million in the United States, demonstrates you can be massive and maintain engineering integrity at the same time. The CR-V showed up in 1995 and consistently ranks as one of America's best-selling SUVs, proving Honda understood the market shift to crossovers early and executed it brilliantly. Toyota might sell more vehicles overall, but Honda's U.S. manufacturing presence since 1982, with plants across Ohio, Indiana, Alabama, Georgia, and South Carolina, means the Honda you buy is likely more American-made than you'd expect. Subaru. The specialist Subaru takes a completely different approach by not trying to be everything to everyone. They perfected one thing and built an almost cult-like following around it, and that strategy worked. 6 companies merged in 1953 to create what became Subaru, which explains why the logo shows the Pleiades star cluster with 6 stars. And from that beginning they made a bold decision that defines them to this day: standard all-wheel drive on nearly every model they make. The only exception is the BRZ sports car. And that's it. Toyota offers all-wheel drive as an option on some models, while Subaru made it their identity. They paired it with another unusual choice, the Boxer engine, a horizontally opposed piston design used by only one other major manufacturer, and that manufacturer is Porsche. That's the company Subaru keeps when it comes to engine philosophy, and it shows in how the cars behave on the road. This specialization creates fanatics who come back again and again. Subaru has one of the highest brand retention rates in the industry, meaning people who buy Subarus tend to buy another Subaru. And with approximately 615,000 vehicles sold in the US in 2023 compared to Toyota's 2.2 million, they're much smaller, but they've carved out a profitable niche that keeps growing. The Outback, Forester, and Crosstrek aren't just vehicles, but lifestyle statements. Subaru marketing brilliantly targets outdoor enthusiasts, while the cars back it up with real capability. Consumer Reports frequently rates Subaru models highly for reliability, and owners regularly push their vehicles past 200,000 miles without major issues. Safety represents another area where Subaru consistently excels, earning IIHS Top Safety Pick awards year after year. And here's an interesting twist: Toyota actually owns approximately 20% of Subaru. They recognized what Subaru does well and invested in it rather than trying to replicate it, which tells you something about how seriously Toyota takes Subaru's approach. If you value all-wheel drive capability, safety, and a brand that knows exactly what it is, Subaru might be better than Toyota for your specific needs. They're not trying to outsell Toyota, but trying to be the best at what they do. And that focus shows in every vehicle they produce. The driver's choice Mazda is the brand for people who actually like driving. Toyota optimizes for practicality and efficiency, while Mazda optimizes for something harder to quantify. And that something is soul. Jujiro Matsuda founded Toyo Court Kogyo on January 30, 1920 in Hiroshima, and the company name derives from Ahura Mazda, a Zoroastrian deity, which also sounds similar to the founder's surname. They've always had a slightly philosophical approach to car making, and that philosophy permeates everything they do. Mazda stands as the only major manufacturer to successfully mass-produce rotary engines. The RX-7 ran from 1978 to 2002, the RX-8 from 2003 to 2012, and both became icons in their own right. But what really sealed Mazda's racing heritage was 1991, when they became the only Japanese manufacturer to win the 24 Hours of Le Mans. That racing heritage isn't just marketing copy, it's embedded in their DNA, and you can feel it in every car they build. The real proof of Mazda's driving-focused philosophy lives in the Miata, or MX-5 as it's known in some markets. Introduced in 1989, it became the best-selling two-seat convertible sports car in history with over 1 million sold. And it's not the fastest or the most powerful, but it delivers pure driving joy, something Toyota has rarely prioritized in their mainstream lineup. Skyactiv technology arrived in 2011 as a comprehensive approach to maximizing internal combustion engine efficiency without relying heavily on electrification. Other manufacturers rushed to hybrids while Mazda perfected the traditional engine. And their zoom marketing is just a catchy phrase, but a promise they actually keep. Approximately 1.2 million vehicles sold globally in 2023, including over 400,000 in the US, makes Mazda smaller than Toyota, but they consistently rank high in reliability surveys. Consumer Reports often rates Mazda among the most reliable brands, proving you don't have to sacrifice dependability for driving pleasure. And that balance is what makes Mazda special. Their Kodo design philosophy, meaning soul of motion, showed up in 2010 and makes even their mainstream models like the CX-5 and Mazda 3 genuinely attractive. Toyota has improved their designs in recent years, but Mazda has been making beautiful, driver-focused cars for decades, and you can see that evolution across their entire lineup. Mazda partnered with Toyota on EV technology and shares a manufacturing plant in Alabama. But unlike Subaru, where Toyota is a significant shareholder, Mazda maintains its independent identity while benefiting from Toyota's resources. If driving matters to you, if you want a car that feels alive and communicates with you rather than just transporting you, Mazda might be the better choice. Lexus, the luxury paradoxers where things get interesting because Lexus is Toyota. Created in 1989 as Toyota's luxury division, Lexus shares platforms, technology, and manufacturing expertise with its parent company. So, how can Lexus be better than Toyota when it essentially is Toyota? The answer lies in execution and philosophy. The Lexus project began in 1983 under the codename F1, standing for Flagship 1, and Toyota's goal was to build a luxury car that could compete with German brands like Mercedes-Benz and BMW, but with Japanese reliability baked in from the start. When the LS400 launched in September 1989, It revolutionized the luxury car market completely. The combination of quality, refinement, and value that it offered left the establishment unable to match it. And this wasn't just a nicer Toyota, but a completely different approach to what luxury could mean. Lexus consistently ranks number 1 or near the top in J.D. Power and Consumer Reports reliability rankings for luxury brands. European luxury cars offer prestige, but come with high maintenance costs and frequent repairs, while Lexus proved you could have genuine luxury without the ownership anxiety that usually accompanies it. The brand pioneered luxury hybrid vehicles with the RX 400h in 2005, years before electrification became something manufacturers felt forced to adopt. The RX crossover, introduced in 1998, became the best-selling luxury vehicle in America for many years, and approximately 750,000 vehicles sold globally in 2023, including around 280,000 in the US, demonstrates that reliability and luxury aren't mutually exclusive categories. The LFA supercar, produced from 2010 to 2012 with only 500 units made, showed Lexus could play at the highest performance level when they wanted to. A 4.8-liter V10 producing 553 horsepower and a price tag exceeding $375,000 proved Lexus wasn't just about quiet luxury sedans. And that halo car elevated the entire brand's credibility. So, is Lexus better than Toyota? If you can afford it, absolutely yes. You get Toyota's legendary reliability with premium materials, exceptional customer service, lower maintenance costs than European competitors, and higher resale values all in one package. It's Toyota's engineering excellence with luxury execution, which amounts to the best of both worlds. The verdict: so are these brands actually better than Toyota? That depends entirely on what better means to you, and the answer might be different tomorrow than it is today. Toyota's 10.3 million global sales in 2023 prove they've mastered the formula for reliable, practical transportation that holds its value. But if you want reliability plus something more: engineering passion, driving dynamics, specialized capability, or accessible luxury, these four brands offer compelling alternatives that deserve serious consideration. Honda matches Toyota's reliability while delivering more engaging performance across the board. Subaru offers unmatched all-wheel drive capability and safety for outdoor enthusiasts who actually use their vehicles. Mazda proves dependable cars don't have to be boring to drive or own. Lexus takes Toyota's reliability formula upmarket with genuine luxury execution that doesn't come with European maintenance headaches. The truth is, we're living in an era where all these Japanese manufacturers build excellent vehicles. Consumer Reports and J.D. Power consistently rank them at the top, which means the real question ain't whether they're better than Toyota, but which one is better for you and how you actually live your life. Toyota's success comes from being the safe choice, the logical choice, the choice that makes sense on a spreadsheet. These four brands offer something harder to quantify in a comparison chart: character, specialization, passion, joy. Sometimes the best choice isn't the most popular one, but the one that matches who you are and how you want to drive. And that's a decision only you can make.